Hey, welcome back, Rankers. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about how we're going in and discovering revenue for clients. So, a lot of clients are typically they just think they need more traffic, and more traffic will get them the results based on how the site's already performing. However, what a lot of clients don't know is that the sites are underperforming, and specifically in little areas. And we're going to bring out a guide about this on how to look. And one of the first things you have to do is get data integrity, so you know that you're actually looking at the right data. We've been talking to one client recently. They only ever see the data inside their CMS, their e-commerce CMS. They don't know necessarily what they're missing out on because they don't have that data, and the CMS stats don't provide it, whereas Google Analytics does. But you've got to look at things inside Google Analytics, just like the cost for Google Ads in Analytics doesn't include GST or tax for the most part, yet it does in the transactional information for revenue. So you've got to add all those things up and work out what's what. But one of the areas that gets overlooked a lot is still mobile. And usually we find that mobile doesn't convert as well as desktop. And there are exceptions to that rule though, and this is one. But we've just found another area where we can maybe even increase revenue, theoretically, that's what the numbers tell us, by another 50%. What? I know, wait. So, this site it's directed at men, lots of products, very blokey things, and we find that sites that are geared towards that demographic tend to have a larger mobile slice of the pie. And that's because, quite often these sites are geared at tools and those sorts of things where people are out in a shed or they're mobile, they're out in the road, whatever else it is, and they're using a mobile device. Now, that doesn't necessarily translate to meaning that, as I showed you last week, where the majority of the traffic was mobile, but it was way underperforming that of the desktop. This one, the mobile actually transacts a bit better. So what we're looking at here is, I've actually hidden what the channel is, but basically these bottom numbers here, these are mobile numbers. And you can see here, the whole site is transacting at 0.46, but mobile's transacting at 0.91. Now that's still bad, right? Those numbers there are still bad at that e-commerce conversion rate. Because under 1% for a retailer, there's something wrong there. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. And we've got a couple of retailers in that basically book where they're under 1%, and we need to get them higher. And there's a whole variety of reasons. Usually it's performance, usually it's user experience. And in this case, it's no different, because when you go down here and look at this other channel, and you can see the relative numbers here of revenue. So this is mobile and this is mobile. So we can see in this particular channel, mobile is converting at 5.41%. So if I can move just a small portion of these guys into this channel down here, all of a sudden, bang. And that is a channel that's getting used, or it's generating traffic because it's a better experience for the user than the generic site or desktop. So we're talking about a specific type of user on mobile where we think we can add at least, maybe more, hoping maybe, and we've got to be able to drive traffic into this area. That's going to be the tricky bit for us, and that's how we've got to work out different techniques to do that. And you can read a lot of books about conversion rate optimization and all these other things, but you've got to remember it's something that evolves. We're not born using screens, right? The web has only been around since the early 90s. And during that time, websites have changed significantly to what I used to use. Now it's all about, with retailers especially, get in, get out, bang, gone, I've transacted. And that is pretty much the way we are using the web and retailers now. And we're in a fast-moving environment. We just want the thing to work, and we want the thing to get out, and we want it to get out. It never used to be like that. So the trust issues of the 90s and everything are gone, but now we just need to make sure you want this product, here it is, quick, see you, bye. That's it. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.